Hello, my guests. Have you thought about Kyrgyzstan today? I, for one, hadn't thought about Kyrgyzstan, recently, and then that's where I thought, there's a gap in my knowledge, and I'm a curious little cat, a curious little clown, even, and I thought, wouldn't it be a fun idea to do my classic baking videos while also doing a Wikipedia deep dive in the background? I know you queers, I know you neurodivergent queers, you're gonna like this, so buckle up, we're gonna be researching Central Asia whilst also making my favorite cheesecake recipe. What are we waiting for? My name is Velvet and I'll be your clown for today. I'll also hopefully be a Central Asian expert by the end of this video, and you guys will be as well. So, let's get right into this. This is a poppy seed caramel apple cheesecake from Rusty Carla. So in the original recipe, she actually makes her own base, but I want to make it with little lotus biscuits. So in here, I've got my pack of lotus speculoos biscuits, and I'm gonna crush them up. That was stupid. I'm crushing them more responsibly. After a long pounding session, no, not the one I did with your mom last night, we've got some crushed biscuits. It's not, oh my god, you messed. Stop, it's falling all over me. I feel like I'm trying to bake with a toddler, but it's just myself. Let's just get all the crumbs from my crotch. That's the extra flavor. That's the little saltiness, Lovely! Now, I'm gonna be making a couple changes to this recipe. The reason being, because I want to. Okay, let's first, what do I know about Central Asia, first of all? I know that it's big. I know they have lakes. I know they have a lot of plains. I know they have horses. Here I've got a worrying amount of melted margarine, and I'm gonna just add it in to the crushed in biscuits to make the base. Very easy. Here I've got a baking tray that I've lined with a bit of parchment paper, and we're just gonna plop it in. We're gonna cover the bottom, but also try to get it up on the sides. That's looking pretty good. And then I'm actually gonna put this base in the oven for a little bit for it to set. Let's say like 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, up next we need to make the filling, and this is actually a vegan cheesecake recipe, so that's awesome. But today, let me tell you, if you listened in previous videos, you would know that I kind of lost my job from messy restaurant owners. He told me that I gotta be the one to go clean up the restaurant. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. You know what happens when you're the last person in the restaurant? You gotta clear out the fridge. Do you know how much free food I have now? Industrial bag of mozzarella. Industrial box of coriander. Industrial bag of garlic. 5 kilos of potatoes. And, which we're gonna be using in this video, a kilo of creme fraiche. Normally you would see a kilo of creme fraiche and you would think, wow, I've gotta make a lot of food that uses creme fraiche. But cheesecake, creme fraiche is basically cream cheese, but just not as thick. So we're gonna be doing the same thing, which is using almost a kilo of creme fraiche and a lot of eggs, which I also got from work. Now, I'm not sure exactly how many eggs we're gonna need, so we're just gonna go off the fly based on vibes. So, yeah, I think that should be I used most of it. 800 grams. Now, we gotta season it with sugar, a good amount of vanilla. Because the creme fraiche is not as thick as cream cheese, I'm gonna put some cornstarch to help thicken it up. And now for the eggs, I'm gonna start with 3. But I think 4 is more realistic. I'm not trying to drop all this on the floor. Eggs. And that's practically it. It might look very liquidy, but don't worry. It's gonna be a very jiggly cheesecake, and it's gonna set, alright? Just trust me. Can I not have the squeakiest chair in the world? Now, while we're waiting for things to bake, let's start our research. Don't look at my tabs, okay? I'm in a phase where I want to learn an instrument, and I've been going in between flutes. I'm trying to decide between a 2-reed Serbian flute called the dvojnice or a Bosnian frula. That's besides the point. Let's go to Google Maps. Okay, what can we see? I forgot how big Kazakhstan is. Kazakhstan is huge. Kazakhstan could easily, that's like, what, like 4 Englands? I would never love to see 4 Englands. Okay, immediately Kazakhstan. I'm seeing this big body of water. What is this? Lake Balkhash. All right. What happens if we click on it? Oh my god, that looks beautiful. What is this? Girl, what is this? Are we ice fishing? For a moment I thought he was hotboxing this tent. This beautiful clear lake. Are these like robot dogs? What are these? We've got a beautiful lake with, what are these robot dogs? Okay, they're not robot dogs. They're like fishing rigs. Let's start wide, as I said. Let's go to tourism websites. Let's see what these countries want non-natives to think of their country. I'm gonna start with the small one. I'm gonna start with the ones I know the least about, which is Kyrgyzstan. Visit Kyrgyzstan, the Rural Tourism Alliance. Okay, this initial photo, the yurts, the horses, falconeering, kind of was my assumption of this part of the world. Damn, these mountain ranges are amazing. Wow. From $43? I'm sorry, what? 434. I was like, for $43, Habibi, we are going to Kyrgyzstan. Yurts. Watch a game of Ulaktarish or Odarsh. And Ordash is the national game in Kyrgyzstan, and it is like wrestling, except you do it on horseback. Oiled up clown horse riding wrestling when? Get in contact with the Kyrgyz people. Can I get in contact with her? Can I get in contact with this specific woman and her awesome hat? Ooh, this is actually, okay, I think the pastry base is done. Let's pull her out. In other news, look at what boyfriend got for me. This is our new mascot of the channel. It's literally me. He's a little clown. He's a little clown chef. Wish I could put him on my shoulder. You remember those little trolls? Those little magnetic trolls you would have on your shoulder? The coolest kid in school if you had those. He's kind of sitting there. Wow, this is crazy, guys. Okay, he's just gonna sit there for now while we research. Okay, Kyrgyzstan. What photos has Wikipedia chosen? Sick coat of arms. Kyrgyzstan, officially the Kyrgyz Republic, formerly known as Kyrgyzia. The ethnic Kyrgyz make up the majority of the country, over 7.4 million people, followed by significant minorities of Uzbeks and Russian. After the Dzungar genocide by the Qing dynasty, Kyrgyz and Kipchaks were an integral part of the Kokand Khanate. These are so many new words. The official script is Cyrillic because of course it was part of the Soviet Union. Most of Central Asia was part of the Soviet Union. Guys, I'm jumping around, okay? You are not getting a clear history, okay? You're getting my ADHD on full display. Okay, the people of Kyrgyzstan have traditionally raised livestock and engaged in farming. Ooh, they also have fermented mare's milk, like horse milk. I was researching this recently. Have we ever thought about why certain animals have more nipples than others? Why do humans have 2? Why do cows have 4? Horse? I don't know how much horse have. How much nipple horse have? Hey ChatGPT, how much horse nipple have? How much nipple have horse? How much nipple have horse? Thehorse.com, Peter. Anatomy of the mammary gland. Create a free account with thehorse.com to view this content? I'm not creating a horse.com account. Do horses have breasts? Oh my god, I want to know, but I also just want to know how many nipples they have. This is a face of someone who's researching horse nipples. They don't have nipples. Whatever, okay. Horses have udders, but not nipples, and they make milk out of it, and they ferment it, and they drink it, okay? Okay, trade. Most imports come from Russia, China, and Kazakhstan, and the primary destinations for exports are Switzerland and Kazakhstan. Why are they exporting to Switzerland? What are you exporting to Switzerland, buddy? Kyrgyzstan ex-Switzerland. No, Hitalia. Actually, what does Kyrgyzstan look like in Hitalia? Wait. Hold on. Oh, she's cute. Yes! Kyrgyzstan Miku. Yes! Kyrgyzstan Miku. Oh, she's so cute. Traditional Kyrgyz Miku, modern Kyrgyz Miku. That is so awesome. Oh, we're researching. Why Kyrgyzstan? The Observatory of Economic Trade and Poo-Poo-Pee-Pee. Kyrgyzstan's exported 936 million to Switzerland The main products that Kyrgyzstan exported to Switzerland were gold, silver, and unvulcanized rubber products. Boom. There's our answer. Conspiracy solved. We should bake the cheesecake.
Let's get this thing in the oven.
Okay, let's make the poppy seed filling first. Just turned on my heat to a medium-low. And this over here is pre-ground poppy seeds. For some reason, they're called blue poppy seeds. If anybody knows why, let me know. But we're gonna throw this into the pot, along with your milk of choice. The recipe says 200 mils, but I'm gonna start with around 150 and then add if I need to. Some vanilla. The recipe is sponsored by a pudding company, so they say to put a packet of vanilla pudding. And pre-packaged powder pudding is basically just cornstarch and flavoring, so we're gonna put a tablespoon of cornstarch instead. The goal of this is to get the poppy seeds to absorb some of the liquid and cook a little bit, and also to make a thick paste so that we can, well, have a paste layer, because every good cake needs paste. Alright, great. And just leave that to cool down. Okay, here is the poppy seed mixture that's cooled down, and the base of the cake. So first we're gonna put the poppy seed layer on the cookie base. I actually forgot to add this butter to the poppy seeds. Okay, I'm just mixing in the butter now. Okay, this is quite thick, so I hope it doesn't destroy the biscuits. And then spread it on the base. Just like how the nomadic people of Central Asia spread themselves around the landscape. Okay, we've got our poppy seed layer. Boom. Cheesecake. Throw it in the oven for like an hour until it's just a little bit jiggly in the middle. Okay? Trust me. You're doing fine. You're doing great. Okay, now that the cake is in the oven, we are on r/ask Central Asia. Or no, we're on r/geography. Someone asked, what is life like in Tajikistan? My mom's from there and I visited a lot. It's not as doom and gloom as people make it out to be. People are friendly and the capital is relatively okay. However, it is a developing country and it is noticeable in certain parts, especially in villages called kishlaks. Otherwise, it is not as bad at all, and it has some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. Another person writes that there's a dictatorship, because you can see his quotes everywhere. Despite the dictatorship banning the hijab, you still see a lot of women wearing it, as it is still a very Muslim country. Everyone was very friendly, and the capital of Dushanbe is quite developed. And it seems like there is not much noticeable economic disparity. That's interesting. Let's look at the flags. Okay, flags of Central Asia. Okay. Best flag? I have to say Kazakhstan. It's such a peaceful color palette. I think Kazakhstan is first place, then Turkmenistan, then Kyrgyzstan. Yeah. Let's look at the food, alright? That's what we love the most. So, like a lot of areas in Central Asia, they also have plov, which is similar to pilaf, rice simmered in broth with vegetables, and then cooked in a pan for a long amount of time. They got a lot of garlic in here. You've got different regional ones as well. The chust plov has quail eggs, whole heads of garlic, and different types of meat and sausage. Then we've got samsa. These look so good. Samsa or somsa are types of stuffed pastries. It sounds very similar to samosa, and they're cooked in big tandurs. Oof. These look amazing. Oh, wow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god, these look so good. I would love to... Shut up! I would love to meet a person from this region who can make me these. What else we have? Manti? I know about mantu. Where's that from again? I know it's also from Central Asia, but stuffed dumplings served with a creamy sauce. Naan bread. I love the videos of people making this bread. Hold on. Short form content, please. Yes! This right here. These are beautiful. Come on. I wonder what the texture is like. I'd always seen these videos on Instagram, but I never knew where it was from. Now we know. Uzbek tandur bread. He has a mold. Well, that makes sense. You know. A set of stamps. Interesting, interesting. Oof, the sesame seeds. Comment down below who wants to invest in my Uzbek tandur business, where we start making Uzbek tandur breads in, I don't know, middle of Europe. Investments start from 90,000 euros. I know you want this. Don't you want to eat this? We can make this happen together. I think my last notes on this video are do your own research and don't be as messy as me. I hope, you know what, go do your own research while you're watching this video. Comment your favorite fact that you learned about Central Asia down below. Now, you're probably all intrigued on what's happening with the cake. Well, it's been in the oven for maybe 30 minutes. That is still very jiggly. Just cover it with a piece of tinfoil. And with most cheesecake, you want the middle to be just a little bit jiggly, but not that jiggly. It's probably gonna need another 30, but before we officially finish the cake, we need to make the caramel topping. So let's make that. Get your favorite apple. Preferably more than just one, I was being stingy, and peel and slice it up into little cubes. Recently, my horse friend has been complaining about the lack of seeds inside of apple cores, so I'm gonna test it on camera. Oh my god, she wasn't lying. That's one apple seed in this whole apple. This is all part of our big conspiracy that companies are trying to reduce the seeds in fruit so that we can reproduce them, which isn't really a conspiracy, it's true. Bring back seeds in our fruit. We're back on the heat. We've got a pot. In this pot, I've got my chopped up apple. And we're gonna start by kind of caramelizing the apple a bit with a nice fat cube of butter. Now that the apples have released some flavor, that's actually gonna help form the caramel. And it's just gonna be held together by some brown sugar. We want it to be relatively syrupy, but also a little toffee, with a toffee flavor. Yummy caramel apples. It still needs like 10 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in my makeup. Enjoy it. Okay, even though the cheesecake is done, it's gonna have to rest overnight. It's way too wet to cut into right now. I will be getting out of my makeup. Just another commotion for it. I really like it today. And here's a big reveal. The day after, boom, there she is. Put some footage in now of what the cake looks like. Trust me, before I've even tried it, I know it tastes good. It's amazing. You should really try this recipe. And other recipes on this person's page, they're really great. If you enjoyed this video or the concept of this video, I don't know if I'm gonna make more of them, maybe a little bit more researched next time, or more structured. You can call them like Curious Clowning or Hungry for Knowledge. I'll put a poll or something and you guys can vote for a better name. Again, any Central Asian people, sound off below if I missed anything important. Or like, what's a big drama from Central Asia? I feel like drama is a good way to get into the culture of a place. Let me know. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see some more clownery in the kitchen, well, you know, this is the perfect place. So subscribe, like the video, come back for another video next week. If you enjoy my looks and you want to see more of them, you can check out my Instagram. And other than that, I'll see you next Friday. Bye!